3, 2, 1.
You ready, Bert?
Well, look at this, prima donna!
And I stab, and I felt the very tip of the knife touch the family jewels. Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the Bridging the Gap podcast. We are your host. I'm Nathan White. This is my best buddy, Reese Randalls.
It's a weird caveat, but you almost cut your dick off? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, about almost cut my dick off. Couldn't believe it today. And I was late to work today, so, oh no, I was happy to be off work.
Hell yeah. Let's get straight into it. This episode is all about the ultimate freak off. You are the lead investigator into the Vince McMahon documentary. So tell me everything we've learned.
So there was a woman or two. There was a few, I'm sure, more of that. He would pay them like $500 million, or not $500 million, $500,000. And he'd be like, well, you gotta please me if you want this much. And supposedly that's what would happen. He never got in trouble back in the day when those first indictments came in. But this last time that he's been indicted with the hush money, he's gone silent, which is the first time. He's always fought it. That's what's raising all the eyebrows.
Okay.
He did that to a bunch of the employees. Of course, that one that he decided that he needed to crap on her head. You know, she's the one that started that, the hush money.
Yeah.
Then they started tying it in with, remember Ashley, the diva, Ashley Monroe's?
Faintly.
She supposedly spoke out years ago before she died.
She died? That's convenient.
Yeah, she committed suicide. I guess from the shit that happened with her in wrestling, that Vince was just humiliating her all the time. And some of the segments that they recorded for live television.
You said it was suicide?
Yeah, suicide.
3 shots to the back of the head?
No idea.
Interesting.
But at least she hung herself.
Oh.
If I remember right.
Good old neck yo-yo.
Yeah, they've tied that in a few. What was the other diva? There's another diva that got in trouble. Fuck, I'm blanking out.
But Percy, was there any more egregious crimes by him?
Steroids. They accused him years ago of distributing steroids.
Into the locker room?
Into the locker room. And all the wrestlers that were on the documentary would admit if they did get them from him or not. And some said yes, some said no. It wasn't, back when they first were doing it, wasn't illegal because they never outlawed steroids. They just saw the problem, what was happening, because people were dying young. Mm-hmm. And they cracked down on it, then made it illegal. Then the distribution became illegal. But, so Vince was doing all that, and he kept trying to...
They used to be muscle junkies back in the day.
Oh yeah, because when his dad was still taking over the business, everyone just looked like they came off the farm. You know, just big, strong guys, big arms that were like 6'5". They look like they haven't hit the gym in forever. They just came in to see what they could do. But then as soon as Junior took over, that's when everything changed. Everyone's all muscled, hulked up. Get it? Hulked up.
The Hulkamaniacs are running wild.
Yeah. So that whole demographic of wrestlers just changed because of steroids. And also, you know, that was the thing back then.
Yeah.
That's also what all the wrestlers said. You know, baseball, that was the steroid era back then. Everyone was doing it, bodybuilders. Hell, I didn't know that Vince McMahon had his own bodybuilding gig back then that he would host. Did you know that?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. He was huge.
Yeah, he would have them come on, not to the wrestling program. That he had a separate program for them.
That's cool.
And then he also had...
Or not. Hopefully it wasn't creepy. But...
In New York, he had different restaurants and cafes that Vince owned that was wrestling themed. Back then, I don't think they got them anymore. It's just like the ice cream bars. I wish they'd bring the ice cream bars back. You remember them?
I do. Never had them, but I remember what you mean.
I had them. They brought it back for a short time there, 10, 12 years ago when Punk was doing his run. Because that was one of his big things, is bring back my ice cream bars. Now bring him back. Fuck yeah. Come on, Triple H. You've been doing everything else. Bring him back.
Cool.
I would buy cases of that. I'd buy big old boxes. I wouldn't care if it was $300 a box.
What is wrong with you?
The list to be shorter, brother, if you ask me what wasn't wrong with me.
$300 on ice cream sandwiches was crazy.
But, yeah, the steroids. During the filming of the documentary, the documentary wasn't just like the beginning of the year. They didn't start at the beginning of this year. It's been going on since 2020 and up. But during the middle of 2022, when Vince first got accused of it, when he first went away, before he came back and sold the company, he quit going to the interview. They finished it without him. And came back just long enough to sell the company, then left again. And some people even think that he'll still come back sooner or later.
Vince?
Yeah. Some of the wrestlers were asked. Some of them said no, some of them said yes. Some of them were like, sooner or later.
I mean, unless they like comes out with like a lot more evidence, it seems like they kept it pretty watered down as far as what they led on to actually what happened. That was not the case with the Diddy things. In the question of did he or did he not, he definitely did.
Brock Lesnar has not come out at all because he was a part of those allegations. They kept putting up little text blocks saying that Brock hasn't like testified or anything. He's just been quiet.
He's just staying inside.
Yeah, he's just staying in Saskatchewan up in his mountain house with his family.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is Triple H, like during the post interviews after pay-per-views that they do now, kind of like SportsCenter. He's been asked about Brock, and they said anytime Brock wants to do business, just come to him. So it sounds like even though Brock's in the middle of that, he might be free.
For sure.
He might have not partaked in that deal for real, but I hope not.
Yeah, he's just waiting it out.
I don't know. I hate Brock because what he did to the streak, but how he was working with Cody and Roman, I liked watching those matches.
You fucking disgust me. You have no morals. You have no guide or just fucking decency in life, you piece of shit.
What?
No. This is not a Michael Jackson, I can separate the music from the artist situation. Tighten up. Brock Lesnar, bitch.
I said
Brock Lesnar, bitch.
said I hated him.
You better.
I said that. You didn't hear that part, bitch.
You gotta lock in. There's no exceptions.
Moving on.
ACAB, all cases against Brock.
Fuck Brock Lesnar.
Tell it's backwards. No exceptions. What are you doing?
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Pussy.
Gotta be. He can stay canceled for all I care. Fuck that guy.
I'd like to see Vince McMahon be able to come on Undertaker's podcast so they could talk.
Well, I don't know why he has to. Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. Anyway. I don't really think they'd address it too terribly much. I think they would just talk about like the stories and the good times and shit.
Well, that's what I mean. And not talk about that. Just, hey, you guys had to fucking have wrote with each other a bunch of times. So you gotta have bunch of stories at least to tell. So
Vince McMahon, he makes me think of like a really, not tamer, but like a smaller scale Hugh Hefner, where like he was just doing wild shit because he could.
Mm-hmm. He said that his stepdad was very abusive to him when he was growing up, and his dad.
It's a really common excuse. It's a cycle of abuse.
His dad wasn't around, the original owner of WWE, in his life.
Oh, so it was all his stepdad?
Yeah, it was all his.
What kind of abuse was it? Was he getting diddled?
Just physical abuse. He said that he had the shit beat out of him every day by him because he was a drunk.
Well, fuck. Bob and weave, Vince.
And when he got to be 15 years old, he finally met his dad. and then he got interested in the business, wanted it from his dad, and a few years later, after Vince got in the business, Vince Sr. wanted out. And they did like these every 3 months, every quarter. Vince makes these payments until the next year he gets the company, and they didn't think it was going to happen. Well, they got to the last payment, they were like, we can't believe it. He actually fucking did it. Bought the company from his dad.
Hell yeah.
Then he invaded all the territories, which was like sacred. You know, he didn't do that.
So on top of being a top of the list freak, he's also responsible for ruining
The way
wrestling territories.
The way that man talks in that interview is exactly this. It's okay for me to do it, but it's not okay for you.
Because he's got money, bro.
I need to do what I need to do, and if that means it affects you or if it ruins your life, I don't care. But it's okay if I do it, but if you do it to me, no, man, no, don't do that. He's very hypocritical.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just the way that man talks is like, dude. And hell, he gave himself away when he was accused of the first male referee in the 80s. Because he said, well, even if it would have happened, me raping her, if the statute of limitations was passed or whatever.
That's the wrong answer.
Yeah, he said that. Something about statute of limitations. It was like, so you did do it.
Not a cop-out.
When he said that, like, he didn't stutter, bro. He just went straight to that. He goes, "What the statute of limitations is already passed, and by the year."
The fucking lawyer response? Hell no.
Like, dude, you just admitted to it. What the fuck? Because why else would he say that? Obviously, he was so concerned about it, he looked it up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Why else would you know? Like anybody else, you get concerned, you look it up, you get curious, like anybody else. There's a reason.
You still don't sound very confident in his ability to out-freak the Diddler.
Oh, no. Vince is nowhere near as freaky as Diddy.
Oh, so you fucking concede the argument?
Oh, hell, you had me beat from the beginning. I just wanted to just put that out there about Vince.
Well, I'm glad you ruled over so quickly. I do want to tell you about the Diddy case, because I did look into it just in case you wanted to argue.
Oh, there ain't no argument. I just wanted to see from you if I heard anything different that I've never heard. You know what I'm saying?
No free ads. So what do you know?
He was having them freak off parties. He had 1,000 bottles of lube in the large and had them in glass containers like they were alcohol cabinets. He would have the freak off parties with women to the point that they would need to have IVs after they were done. That's what I heard, at least. You don't know what's real or what's not because you hear it on multiple different platforms, so you don't know what exactly to believe.
For sure. Can't believe everything on the internet.
So allegedly.
Unless you get it from us.
Allegedly.
We are independent fact checkers. And we pride ourselves in journalistic integrity. But no, we'll start from the beginning. Because what is Diddy?
He's a rapper, isn't he?
He's a person. Yeah. And as a person, he started as a what?
Rapper.
No, child. What do children have? Parents. So he has a father. Diddy's father was tied in with some pretty notorious gangsters back in the day. So he's come up in the kind of life and crime environment. Mm-hmm. And Lord knows what else.
Yeah.
So he's using that kind of control and influence that he's learned. Because he's never really he got a job handed to him type shit. And he's just been trying to take advantage ever since and keep gaining power. And using these freak-offs to gain leverage. I just don't know. He's just so gay. But then he uses that gay stuff that he does against other people because those other people don't want to be seen as gay. When Diddy's viewed as gay and it doesn't really affect, he's still very dangerous. He's a dangerous homosexual. Diddy is the gayest oh my God. No, Lil Nas X should play Diddy in the fucking supervillain version of his life story.
I agree. He ought to do that.
He is way scarier than half the supervillains they got out right now.
Yeah.
1,000 bottles of lube as a gay supervillain makes it 10 times scarier.
Then that security guard of his, he didn't drink that wine because the wine was always spiked, make everybody pass out, and Diddy would do whatever he wanted to you.
Yeah, and like there was like such clear cases of like grooming along the way with like Justin Bieber and stuff. Bro. And like there's beds on basketball courts and stuff, and like there's rumors that his mom was involved with him directly. Which is one of those things can't believe everything on the internet, but there's this like dude that's like a reverend. He was fucking a reverend.
Fuck's a reverend.
Yeah, like he was fucking the reverend. Reverend something or another was getting bent over by dudes. Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart's involved. Kevin Hart was supposed to be. Marlon Wayans is involved. There's allegations he was a little plaything.
I like watching Pat McAfee lately because AJ Hawk, his internet's been kind of screwy when he logs on. And they're like, oh no, they're fucking hijacking your shit. And then Pat will go, alright, what Diddy party did you go to? Did you go to the Diddy party last night? Why are you hanging out with Diddy, AJ?
It's crazy to think how much leverage you can get on people for just having a sex tape. Mm-hmm. How much of the industry do you really think he ran? Do you think he killed Biggie and Tupac? Because there's new conspiracies coming out through all of this from that, too.
I bet he had a hand in it.
They're saying that he was the one that put the hit out.
Well, this serves him justice if he did, you know?
And has he really been served justice yet? He got arrested. I don't think he's haven't even had trial yet. They're not going to execute him.
No, I don't think they'll execute him.
You think maybe... Well, the big conspiracy would be that he's tied in with Epstein and that the government's all laced into it, too. And he's going to end up hanging himself. A wink, a wink, a wink, FBI. Stamp of approval.
This post of this video did not hang itself.
But no, without a shadow of a doubt, Diddy is the undeniable, reigning, defending, freak-off champion. Without a shadow of a doubt. A metric ton of baby oil is crazy.
Vince is beyond fucked up, too. They both are. But Diddy's way more freakier for the things that he did like that, you know?
What was it, like 500 dildos? The picture I want, you know how they line up like with the drugs and all the guns when they bust somebody? I want a full layout of all the dildos. Mm-hmm. It's the only way. That'd be the funniest police picture of all time.
And if it was all in one room, you know that room smelled.
Oh, for sure. Just like it's rich Dookie. It's still Dookie. Alright, I think that wraps it up. He's the reigning defending Super Freak champion. Mm-hmm. What else we got? Fucking the name is to be determined, but the idea is I say a match and then he has to one up that match and then I have to one up his one up and if you just go until someone says that's bullshit and if you argue it out, you can keep going or you'll secede the point. So we'll just keep it going and they'll see what we mean as we go. It's a singles match, just a typical singles match, no foreign objects, nothing like that. Give me Sabu versus Rey Mysterio in ECW.
Give me RVD and Cactus Jack ECW Championship.
Give me Terry Funk and Cactus Jack in New Japan.
Give me Mick Foley and I just lost his name. Or Terry Funk deathmatch.
That's what I just fucking said.
No.
And you don't get to make it a death match. It's a regular singles match. And I just said fucking Cactus Jack and...
I said Cactus Jack first and you said Cactus Jack.
Yeah, but then I said Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. You can't fucking use both of them again.
Oh, fuck.
The kid's fucking retarded, Jerry. I'm taking that point. Let's move on to tag team. Give me Junkyard Dog and Hulk Hogan versus the Road Warriors. SummerSlam.
Okay. Give me Four Horsemen versus NWO.
We'll go with Old Faithful. Give me the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys.
Give me the Brood, Edge, and Christian. And, Kane and Undertaker.
Oh, nice. Give me DX versus NWO.
Give me Harley Racer Ric Flair versus Jake the Snake and Bret Hart.
No. NWO and DX? Clash of Generations?
Yeah.
2000s and 90s? Come on.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what? Come on.
I'm right, you're wrong. Let's move on. Point for me. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, shit. You're down 2-0 right here.
No, 1-1. I win.
Or you can pick the match type this time, though.
The match type?
Yeah. And you can go first. You're down 2-0. You need the help. Is he about to get swept? It's crazy. Because you're the bigger wrestling fan. That's why this is sad.
Go fuck yourself. Best SummerSlam match.
No, motherfucker. It's not how the game works. It's not a specific match. It's made up matches. If you just pick the match type, is it fucking a fatal 3-way or a fucking triple threat, whatever? Fatal 4-way. Royal Rumble. Probably not a Royal Rumble. That would take too long. I mean, I guess you could say who's going to go over.
Best Elimination Chamber match.
How many's in that? 5?
6.
6? All right, go ahead.
The one Bray Wyatt won in 2017.
It's not a specific match, dickhead. Just name people.
Fuck.
The kid is fucking retarded, Jerry.
It's fucking late and I'm tired.
Oh, boo-hoo. You want the other energy drink?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's do Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Then we're gonna throw in you know what, for shits and giggles, throw in Hornswoggle.
Okay.
They'll put Finley in there.
Okay.
So that makes 4. Then we'll put Spike Dudley
Okay.
and Hurricane. That's gonna be an eventful fucking.
Sounds like a squash elimination chamber.
Yeah, but with a lot of characters, it'll be entertaining.
All right, give me. We're gonna beat him with TNA. Give me AJ Styles. Give me Abyss. Give me. Give me Perk Angle. Give me TNA Sting. And give me. Who do I want it to round it out? Give me Christian from that era. No. Give me Shark Boy.
Let's go. Edge, John Cena,
Okay.
Sabu,
Okay. I like where this is going.
Big Show,
Okay.
Randy Orton,
Okay.
Gunther,
Okay. Crossing.
and Drew McIntyre.
It's a little all over the place, but I like it.
Yeah. Bunch of big men just fucking hammering each other.
I'll beat you with high flyers. Give me RVD, Sabu, Rey Mysterio, Suicide. Give me Jeff Hardy, obviously. I'm about to fumble the bag here.
5, 4,
Keep going. I got it.
3,
Keep going.
2.
Sin Cara. Kind of lost on the back end there. You want to argue that one or you want to move on?
I think the big man one that I mentioned beforehand will be better than the high flyer.
I don't know. I was on pretty hot. I didn't lose it there till the back end because I couldn't find the name.
Yeah, but the back end is kind of like the last two were kind of squash guys.
Whoa. Suicide?
Yeah.
Suicide was known for doing crazy shit in team.
Yeah, but he'd be out of it the first finisher that he got put on him.
I'll give you that one. Your back end, it's 2-1. Give me handicap match. Give me NWO Kevin Nash and NWO Scott Steiner versus Goldberg.
Give me Andre versus Ricky Steamboat and Roddy Piper.
Give me Tommy Dreamer versus Sandman and Sabu.
I can't argue with that. I thought about it for a second, but I was like, nah, I'll play my hand. Safe. Give me Undertaker versus Stone Cold and The Rock.
Fuck. That's a lineup, son. Give me Hogan, Macho Man Warrior.
You know what that is? That's a good hand. I mean,
It's a good counter.
Warrior was up there with Hulk, and yeah, so I'll get I won't argue with that. Kane versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
After Hulk?
Yeah.
And okay, we'll move on. Give me John Cena versus Umaga and Randy Orton.
Over Hulk and them?
Bitch, what was your last one? Kane and Shawn Michaels and
Triple H. Okay. How about this? Sting versus Scott Hall and Ric Flair.
give me Dominic versus Ray and Eddie.
How about, let's say in hindsight, Dominic fucks up with Liv and Rhea are together. Dominic versus Rhea and Liv.
That one doesn't beat the last one I said. It for sure doesn't. Are you kidding me? Eddie Guerrero comes back to life to beat the fuck out of Dominic.
Do you not see how
Father and stepfather unite to beat a child's ass? Come on now. Give me a hell yeah.
No. Do you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you not see the storyline that how people are loving the storyline with Dominic and Liv and Rhea? Like if anything happened, hell, if that happened, that would make money too. Where like they did the story where Liv catches Dominic going and sleeping with Rhea, and then she acts like she don't know, but then she's in cahoots with Rhea, and then they're both like, let's get him, let's beat the fuck out of him. That would make money too.
Yeah. You're still an L though. That's 3-1. You're down 3-1. Are you LeBron enough for this? What do you want to end it with? Pick the match that'll be your demise. What you got?
Submission match.
Okay. Go ahead.
Rusev versus John Cena.
Give me San Martino and Bret Hart.
Give me Ricky Steamboat and Rowdy Piper.
Give me Big Show and Andre.
Give me Ric Flair and Harley Race.
Okay.
That beats the Giants.
It's fucking close, but yeah, I'll give you that. Ooh, give me William Regal and Gunther.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That'd be such a fun watch, you know what I mean?
They'd be beating the fuck out of each other too. You know that they would.
But it'd be paced so differently than what's like the usual for today, I think. What did I say? You don't fucking know either. Don't fucking remember. It was a good one, god damn it.
3-2, I got one. Let's go.
Alright, fine, yeah, since I can't remember mine to argue it. Still game point here, we're good. Give me a triple tag team ladder match.
We already know which one I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Edge and Christian, Dudley's Hardys, WrestleMania 7.
Not that it has to be a particular one, but that is one of my favorites, yes. I think there's the only way to improve it, and I think I'm going to do that right here. Give me the Dudleys, the Hardys, and RVD and Sabu. Yeah, parry that shit. Filthy casual.
That one was a little low.
Yeah, right?
I don't know what to say. All right,
Gagged them. 3.
4-2.
4-2. That's game. The crescendo.
All right, guys, we're gonna get into the final segment of this episode, and that's RIPs. Reese, you want to start us off?
Sure. R.P. Marilyn Monroe, you would have loved Plan B.
Yes, you would have. Yeah. RIP George Washington, you would have loved veneers.
R.I.P. Wilt Chamberlain, you couldn't handle Victor Wembanyama.
RIP Plato, you would have loved runts.
R.I.P. Sam Kinison, you would have loved ABS systems.
So would have Paul Walker.
I think he had them. That's more of a speed issue. Henry Ruggs III type beat. R.I.P. Babe Ruth, you would have been a fucking milkman today.
RIP Stephen Hawking, you would have loved to gone to a Diddy party.
What would he do at a Diddy party? Besides that one Dave Chappelle joke. Alright guys, have at it. I can't feel anything.
Pretty much. I mean, Diddy wants it on the ground where you had, where you're unconscious and shit, so there you go.
Well, the crazy thing about Diddy that we really didn't even talk about was, like, he had a whole wife at one point. Mm-hmm. And anyone the wife, like, was messing around with would, like, mysteriously die of pneumonia. It happened several times.
And he has, like, a baby.
Yeah, he has multiple kids.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy shit. Very, like, he's like a bisexual serial killer in a way.
Yeah.
He's a super freak, he's super freaky. Go! Take a shit, no! The kid's fucking retarded, Jerry. I think we got what we needed.
You sure, brother?
Yeah. Go ahead and wrap her out.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up of the Bridging the Gap podcast. We'll catch you guys next Tuesday at 4:20 in the a.m.
Peace.